Bitcoin is up 20% in the last 30 days. That's pretty good. And right on cue, once again, we're hearing about Bitcoin OGs like Michael Saylor telling you to buy more Bitcoin.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
Now, you should probably go ahead and do that, but if you're buying only Bitcoin, let us warn you that you are missing out on some pretty big gains for these 4 coins right now that we feel are set to explode. Because these projects have been quietly building during this bear market, improving their fundamentals and gaining more users, more transactions, more wallets, and more fee income. And again, fundamentally, everything is better today than it was 6 months ago, except for the price. But we think that's going to change. We have good reasons to have that opinion, and we're going to back them up in this video. So stay tuned and do not miss out on these 4 altcoins for August 2022. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. We are a crypto investment research company. We always wish you the very best of luck if you choose to invest, but whether it's cryptocurrency or any other space that involves investments, there is corresponding risk. So be careful, use this information to your advantage, of course, but don't consider this video to be official financial or investment advice. And if you'd like to go one step further for our detailed analysis and up-to-date fresh research, check out our link to Altcoin Buzz Access. You can find that in the description below. And without any further ado, let's get right into our list here, starting with coin number 1, ENS. That's the coin that's part of the popular Ethereum name service where you can get a domain name that ends in .eth. That's .eth. So in July 2022, ENS saw record-breaking registrations. And we're not at that point yet where the .eth is the new .com, but the project is really interesting and it's gaining some positive and organic momentum. ENS is not just a vanity metric because you can link your wallets to it so that people remember how to pay you easily instead of having to remember or copy and paste something that starts with 0xw23b4st4w. You guys know how crypto addresses work. They're not exactly the most intuitive when it comes to remembering them. But here you have 6 different options to pay for your ENS name. MetaMask and Wallet Connect are the most common ways to pay for your name. And although we're talking about the ENS token, you can't use it to pay for your ENS name. You have to use ETH for that specifically. Now, interestingly, ENS is not the only decentralized domain name provider that's out there because we have Unstoppable Domains on Polygon and Bonafide on Solana. Let us know, guys, in the comments below which out of those 3 that we mentioned, ENS, Unstoppable Domains, and Bonafide, is your favorite domain and why. Here's a video playing for Unstoppable Domains. But getting back to ENS, what can you use ENS for specifically? Well, governance and voting. And by now, you probably know just how many tokens out there use governance really just as an excuse to issue a coin and thereby to look decentralized when really they are not. We saw that in some of the projects that imploded recently. But here, governance really means something. And ENS says they have over 500 integrations right now. Some of them are Trust Wallet, Engine Wallet for NFTs, or Brave Browser and Wallet make a lot of sense as well. And these integrations give ENS more value. But why is it that one DAO like DXDAO has integration with ENS, but another one like ApeCoin DAO does not? Who decides that? Well, if you have some ENS tokens, then you are the arbiter of that decision. New integrations are just some of the proposals that you can vote on. And some of the current proposals include a few items that have recently passed. And also this proposal to fund a DAO-based server sign-in on ETH as an identity provider that failed with 81% voting against it. So If you like the ENS service, then you may want to have a say, of course, in how it operates going forward. ENS is bucking the trend a little bit here. In the last 6 months, instead of being down 60, 70, 80, 90%, ENS is down about 30% or so from 6 months ago at about the $17 mark. Now, it's still down from its all-time high, but it's done pretty well to weather this bear market that we've seen in the last 6 months or so. And it has a total supply of 100 million with 25.7 million currently in circulation. And look, we think ENS is going to lead other named services, but we also feel that named services in general are going to be very important in helping Web3 grow. And if you're bullish on Web3, it makes sense to be bullish by extension on ENS. Coin number 2 on this list today is XTZ. Our second coin, that's right, is Tezos, which really has always had a lot going on for it in terms of being a low energy use chain. Low fees as well. It's also boasted the ability to scale very well. And people are noticing because Tezos just became the 12th blockchain for USDT, and Tether will now issue on XTZ, and you can send it on Tezos' network for super low fees, of course. Tezos has a lot of other great features too. They support full smart contract functionality, and Tezos' NFTs specifically have really been heating up. Shash, the co-founder of Altcoin Buzz, has been collecting some pretty cool NFTs on OBJKT, which, if you're not familiar with, is one of the largest NFT marketplaces on Tezos. Shash is on a tear lately when it comes to all things art and NFT, so check out his Twitter handle for interesting content related to that if you've not already. But coming back to the fundamentals of Tezos, the network usage is up 94% from just 12 months ago, and network upgrades are going to allow XTZ to do 1 million transactions per second. Let me say that again, 1 million TPS. And really important, thanks mostly to OBJKT, Tezos is becoming a pretty big player and serious Ethereum alternative for NFTs. And their newest upgrade, Jakarta, allows for optimistic rollups and more layer 2 activity, which of course is one of the things that enables that figure of 1 million TPS. Almost everything Tezos touches right now seems to be improving and is better than it was a year ago, a lot better. Let's talk tokenomics now. So Tezos has a 5.51% emission of new coins each year and has potentially unlimited maximum supply, but there is a burn mechanism in place. Its current circulating supply is 942 million, and its community has lots of confidence in it, as 73.89% of that supply is currently being actively staked. And look, we think that if you're long on decentralization and long on NFTs in particular, then you should probably think about going long on Tezos as well. Ticker, again, XTZ. All right, moving right along, and at coin number 3, we have a familiar favorite, EFI, Affinity. And again, it is candidly one of our favorites because really Affinity's goal is to use Polkadot's interoperability features to bring NFTs across all kinds of different chains. And we love Engine as well, and of course the Engine team who helped pioneer NFTs are behind Affinity as well. In fact, Engine helped develop the ERC1155 NFT standard that we all use. They're a team of problem solvers, and they saw a need here for a faster blockchain for transacting NFTs, one that was faster than Ethereum, and therefore created Affinity for this purpose. We also like the fact that Affinity operates on Polkadot's 6th parachain, because we also like DOT's strategy both now and in the long term. They also have some huge new partnerships out there, such as, for example, helping bring NFTs to one of the world's biggest gaming franchises, Final Fantasy. And look, Final Fantasy alone could 3 to 10x the number of users here on Affinity's chain, just based on the number of daily average users they have in their games. It's an incredibly bullish development, a great partnership, and we expect other games looking to add a blockchain or possibly NFT component. We expect them also to come to Affinity too for those services. Tokenomics now. So Affinity's EFI token has a 2 billion total supply with 439 million currently circulating. It's down less from recent highs in this bear market, but that being said, it is outperforming Bitcoin and is up over 50% in the last month or so. So not too bad in terms of recent price activity. And look, Affinity is by far the lowest value coin on this list in terms of market cap. We're talking $76 million versus, for example, over $300 million for ENS. And with smaller size, as you know, there's potentially increased risk, but also more room for opportunity, more room for growth, because it's easier for EFI to do a 10x here. That would be to $760 million. It would be easier than it would be for Tezos, for example, to go from 1.3 billion to $13 billion. That 10x is easier on smaller scales, and that's what we have with Efinity. And that's just the law of large numbers and scaling. And so the opportunities here, especially with the growth of NFTs, we feel going multi-chain, the opportunities here are very solid. It's also more exposed to downside volatility and risk of going to zero. Yes, that's true, but we feel it's highly unlikely. The risk still exists, however, to be fair. So $76 million is much closer to zero than our next coin, which is BNB, by the way, and which is the number 5 valued project in crypto at $40 billion. So all this to say that you have a lot of opportunity potentially when you have smaller market cap projects that you know are solid projects and solid altcoins. So as long as you understand it and are bullish on EFI for the right reasons, then we continue to see this as really a huge opportunity with massive potential going forward. Now, talking about Polkadot and its parachains, as we were a moment ago, my favorite, head and shoulders above the rest in my personal opinion, is Efinity, EFI. But let me know if for you, maybe it's Moonbeam, maybe it's Astar, maybe something else. For me, it's Efinity. Prove me wrong in the comments below if you have a different point of view. All right, and last, but of course not least, we're looking at Binance Coin, BNB. And look, it's weird to think that people may overlook BNB despite how big it is, but sometimes they do. But BNB has its own chain, its own huge EVM with the BNB Smart Chain, and the world's biggest crypto exchange in the form of Binance, of course. And yet no one talks about the token, or they don't talk about it very much. BSC has by far the most DeFi volume after Ethereum itself, and 3 times more than Avalanche, which is third. They do tons of DeFi transactions, and not just on PancakeSwap, which is BSC's largest AMM, automated market maker. BNB is far and away the largest big cap asset on PancakeSwap and other BSC platforms. But look, remember, there are 2 token standards on Binance, and this is really a crucial competitive advantage. There's BEP2 and BEP20, which is the EVM compatible version. So make sure you use the right ones so you don't lose your funds. And of course, you can stake BNB in many places, but one feature in particular that we like is the BNB Vault. If you're comfortable staking your BNB on the Binance exchange, then you can take advantage of this yield aggregator that automatically reinvests your BNB for compounding returns, which is nice. But it's not just that, because the BNB you hold in the vault, you can also use towards eligibility for their launchpad, so you can invest in new projects if you want, and Binance integrates many of its services together. For most of them with BNB, you're going to save money, you're going to make more money or have a chance to do so, and increase access to other investments. You're also going to be able to use it to pay for items. And all of that is easier within the BNB ecosystem if, again, you do hold BNB. All right, tokenomics here. BNB is very close to its total supply right now, and that's by design. And while BNB started with a total supply of 200 million, regular quarterly burns with the goal of getting the total down to 100 million do seem to be working. And on the way to that 50% reduction in total, the current supply is 165 million with a circulating supply of 163 million. So this means that unlike low circulation coins, there's no overhang of tons of supply entering the market, because in fact, Binance's goal is to take supply out of the market. Imagine that. If tokenomics are important to you, or you're bullish on BSC or the Binance Global Exchange, then we think that BNB is a coin worth considering. And its tokenomics really are the very best of every project that we featured on this list. Tokenomics for BNB are stellar. All right, so there you have it, our 4 favorite coins right now for August 2022. Let us know in the comments which ones you're buying. Let us know which ones you may already own. Among the big caps, we have BNB and Tezos, which we like for different reasons, including their established or growing positions in DeFi and NFTs, respectively. And we also have 2 smaller caps, both in the Web3 and NFT cross-chain usage area in the form of ENS and Efinity. And as we see it now, is really not the time to be buying anything unless it's of the highest quality, unless it's a project that you fully believe in and you feel could be important and relevant and successful in 3 to 5 years. And we strongly feel that all of these have that potential, and some of them have probably already achieved great success, but they're going to be in this space, in crypto, in the altcoin space, in that spotlight for the long run. And guys, if you like these kind of tips on hot altcoins and other market information, whether we're in a bull market or a bear market, information is always your friend. If you're that kind of person, then our Altcoin Buzz Access Group may be for you, because that's where you're going to get specialized reports, timely information, And you can talk, of course, to our great research team directly. Plans start at $99. Check it out. Try it today. The link is available in the description below. Also, if you're trying to figure out what to invest in next, then you probably hold some stablecoins. Check out this quick video on the major stablecoins in the market today. And tell us which ones you prefer in the comments below if you've not already. It's a quick 2-minute video. You can also check out what's going on over at Cosmos, including the addition of the more liquid staking options on one of our favorite ecosystems. Check that one out as well. So all the very best of luck if you choose to invest, but remember that this is informative in nature. We're trying to provide you with useful information. Use it to your advantage, however you may choose, but don't think of this video as official financial or investment advice. But if you stuck around to the end here, congratulations, kudos. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications. You know the drill. Also, check out these other couple of videos popping up over here, to my left, to my right, over here. Stay safe out there, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. Have a great start to your week. As always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.